All right. You know, for a while now, we're talking about um, basic steps on how to start programming. So I'll take time to figure a way to get you started on how to start becoming a web developer, how to code with without having to register into any course, without having to meet anybody virtually. Stick to this video, you will be able to write code and run a web page from basic to advanced. So let's just get started. So this is the note I've created for you. Now, I will say introduction to web development, how to learn web development slash coding. You need a laptop for consistency, okay? All right, but if you don't have money, but if you can access a desktop computer, it is fine as well. But another thing, make sure you have a flash drive so that whenever you're done coding, you can save your project on the flash drive and take it up with you wherever you're going to. Maybe, however, you could have an access to another computer somewhere again. You just slot in and install VS Code, or if they have a notepad already, you can continue writing your code there. So I think this is one of my experience when I started coding. All right, so let's go. One, get a laptop, go to CodeLens YouTube channel and start watching the intro to web development slash coding crash course for beginners, which is this video. To get started, you will be learning the front end as a newbie, so you could get the basics of the various programming language that are being used for coding. Below are the list of the language you would be learning in the crash course. So, list of the language you starting with HTML. When you started with HTML, you're going to use CSS. HTML is simply hypertext markup language. Okay, is a language that structure your web page. Then we have CSS. CSS is cascading style sheet. Is a language that is used to style your whole web page. Then JavaScript and libraries. JavaScript is the one is responsible for making your web page interact with users. Do you understand? When somebody click, something happen. When somebody scroll, something happen. Or when somebody reload your page, something pops up and something talks to the person. Then we have PHP last, the baba of all of them. Now, you are able to send message to people. You are able to upload pictures. You have been able to write some tests. You have been able to initialize some email systems. All this is supported by what? PHP. So let's get started. Step one, install VS Code. So let's go and see how we can install VS Code. So swiftly, I will come straight to this page and I will come here and say VS Code, download. Okay, VS Code download. All right, you see, download Visual Studio Code. So Visual Studio Code is the full meaning of VS Code. All right, so I'll click on VS Code right here. Okay, so on the download page, I'm seeing three stuffs. What does this mean? This is a Windows and this is a Linux, Debian, Ubuntu. This is Mac, Apple. Okay, so if you're using Apple, you download this one. If you're using Linux, you can download this one. If you're using Windows, you download this one. Download from here. Click this link if you are using Linux, unless you know how to use RPM before you can use RPM. So for me, I'm using Windows, so I'll click on download. If I click on download, it starts. Oh, it takes me to another page. Hey, it's downloading now. But I don't need to download it. Let me pause it because I already have it on my computer. All right. So now this is the overview of VS Code. So take your time to read through and see what it supports. VS Code allows you to write all kind of language, and it has this is kind of intelligence that helps you to suggest what next you want to write. So when you start using VS Code, a lot of opportunity. It enhances your code writing. It suggests a lot of you stuff to you. Do you see this person says server.g? Now he has suggested everything that G carries. Do you want to get a mass listeners? Do you want to get an argument? Do you want to get an agent? So it's suggesting right now. So this is one beautiful part of VS Code. That's why I'm sticking with VS Code till eternity. Okay. Yeah. So there's something I'd like to show you. So on the get started, there's that. I'm not saying it yet, but there's no problem. So let me assume that you're already installing it. So, do I need? Oh God. So I've downloaded it. When you download it, you come straight to your downloads and you find it here. Now I said unconfirmed download because I stopped downloading it. All right, this is it. I already have it downloaded. So now let's install. Click on it. Okay, now it's telling me, it's giving me the license session. So I'll go ahead and say accept and click on next. Then automatically create a desktop icon. All right, what this does that is create an icon on your desktop so that you don't go where about to look for it in your computer. So let me go to my browser and show you my desktop. Do you see? So this is the icon because it's installed. So if I want to launch it, I just have to click on it twice. It will be released. All right. So let's go back to the installation. Then click on next. Now this is the next place. So click on install. That I told you me I don't need to install it anymore. So I'll press cancel. Yeah, I want to cancel. All right. So after your installation, you will have this icon. So click on the icon to launch it. I've clicked on my icon and I've also launched it. Okay. All right. Now you will not be having all this kind of code. Let me show you. Let me take a new window. This new window is what you're going to be having. Let's wait for it. Let's wait for it. All right. All right, so we've set up VS Code. So this is what you'll be having, all right? So you'll be getting. Now what do we do from here? This is a dummy page that tells you what to do, how to start, where to start from, and where to continue from. All right. So like this, we are going to take this one out, but easy way, click on open folder. Okay. Now, this folder we're about to create will contain all your projects. Okay. So just follow me step by step. Just follow me. Just follow me. So click on new folder. First, select the environment. I want it to be in on desktop environment so that you don't lose track of where you keep your website project folder. So click on desktop. Now click on new um, folder and write my website. Okay, website. Write it all together or space it, no problem. So press enter. Okay, and we have it now. Select folder. Okay, just wait for it to automatically launch the folder inside the VS Code. Now you can get rid of this page. We don't need it. All right, so this is the web page. So if I click the folder, now you see if I hover it to tell me my folder, my web page. Oh, sorry, my website. Okay, so now we have set up um, our environment. We have our web page folder now. So we can. The next thing now is how to start writing code. So look forward to see you in the next video. Oh, cooking started. Oh my God, stop sharing.